Hey, welcome to our little sliver of the internet. Glad you could join us today. We got an interesting one for you. It's not an indie horror film, it's kind of a horror film from the archives that has been unearthed by, no pun intended, sorry, unearthed films. They're releasing The Calamity of Snakes, directed by Chi Chang, where we get the story of a construction site that ends up running across this pit of thousands of snakes, and the foreman of the construction site does he wants to get people out here to take these snakes away, but they're on a time crunch, and so the owner of the land and of the project says kill the snakes. Well, they soon regret that, because as the building is built on top of the supposed grave of the killed snakes, thousands of them, soon the condo complex finds itself infested by a massive amount of snakes that even the most experienced snake martial arts expert can't keep up with, as they take over the building and kill all the residents in a form of revenge for the fact that many of them were killed so cold-bloodedly. Again, no pun intended. Wow. This is a wild, wild, fun film, and it's so great that Unearthed is bringing it to the masses in their wonderful style. There's going to be Blu-ray and DVD, lots of bonus material with this one. But as far as the film goes, the thing that you're going to have probably the biggest trouble with, folks, is that they do actually kill snakes on camera, kind of like in Cannibal Holocaust, where actual animals were killed. So that is going to definitely be a trigger for some people out there, and I do have to warn you. But if you can handle that type of actual brutality on screen, there's also a lot of insane, zany, outrageous moments with these snakes getting revenge that you're going to be rooting for the snakes. You're rooting for the snakes through this whole thing, folks. You want them to get, you want them to. At one point they hire a snake handler, an expert snake handler, who ends up having this wonderful martial arts fight with this huge, I think it's a boa constrictor. It's wonderful. It's so wonderful. The snake is kicking his ass, and I did not expect that. And that's not the only martial arts snake we get. I can't believe words I'm saying that we get in this. You get a lot of practical effects that aren't actual killing of snakes. You get a lot of great makeup effects in here, a lot of creepy stuff in here, an interesting cast of characters who fall into your main tropish roles, but that's okay, because you're just waiting for them to be snake fodder. The story is interesting, and I dug this quite a bit. There's humor worked in here as well. It's well directed. We even get a brief view of Shitty Dummy. Shout out to Astro Radio Z for that one. As they're well aware, but it's only a few frames. It's not full Shitty Dummy. But overall, man, Calamity of Snakes. Again, if you can get over the fact that they do actually kill the snakes on screen, unfortunately, in some spots, I think there's a lot of fun to be had. And Unearthed is going to donate parts of the purchases, so the dollar value when you buy their Calamity of Snakes, part of the cost will be going to a foundation that is dedicated to protecting snakes. So they're actually turning around, and the bad practice of killing actual snakes on camera from the 70s, they're turning it around and trying to help make it a bit of a positive by protecting the snakes that are around today. So yes, part of the proceeds from the purchases that you make at Unearthed for Calamity of Snakes will be going to the foundation. And I think that is awesome that a distributor is doing that. Fully recognize the material that they have in here, but to completely ignore this project, I think you're missing out on what there is a lot of B-movie fun in it. And yeah, I had fun with it. I had to fast forward a bit through some of the snake bits, but when you get to the snake fighting man martial arts warehouse fight, that made it all worth a while. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble about Calamity of Snakes. I appreciate every single one of you. Please check out our Patreon if you haven't already. Like, bells, and whistles, subscribe here as well. I thank you for your support. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub